All right. So we are back with another live stream. Jane Nutrello, what's going on? Babe's mom, pooping on the stream, as good as ever. Thank you very much. Appreciate it already. Um, so real quick before we get too far into this stream, let me start up a poll. So we are going to be printing off a unique ornament. I found this on Printables. Let me go ahead and actually link that to the stream. And yeah, this is a filament roll ornament. So the filament is going to be kind of untangled. You can kind of see the beginning of that already on this print. It's supposed to look like one strand is going to be the hook, and then it'll actually hold the spool of filament up. And yeah, so it'll be pretty cool. Already got the Q&As coming in. Rainbow Silk is Gina Trello's favorite type of filament, and then Silk PLA in general for the baby's mom. So yeah, I'm excited to see. I'm choosing to use this tricolor filament for the spool, and basically because of the properties of it, it'll sort of look like a complete rainbow type of roll, and the whole thing will be this color. So I figure this would be the best color to use, and then I'll probably just use either black or gray. I'm not sure what I want to use for the spool itself. Maybe you guys can answer that for me. So yeah, the total time it's going to take to do this is about an hour for all the pieces, but you guys can go ahead and guess how many pieces it's going to be. Um, and yeah. Pretty excited to get into this one. This is, I think, day 7 of live Printmas. Having to do these ones a little bit earlier just because of when I'm able to do them. Usually I do them later on in the day, but I kind of like doing it midday. It's pretty nice. Dave C, what's going on? Welcome back to another stream. right, so we already got a couple of votes on the poll. Got 7 votes. A lot of people saying 3 parts. Either people are really smart, or I'm just bad at making polls, I think. Destiny, what are you making today? So this is going to be a filament roll, like a 3D printing roll of PLA, and basically it's an ornament. Um, it'll have the spools. These are going to be separate pieces, and the main roll of filament is going to be untangled, and like one strand of filament is going to be sort of like the hook. So yeah, hopefully by the end of Printmas and all the lives that I do, I'm able to make a little tree of all of the different prints that we did over the course of the last 12 live streams, and then have a little, maybe a little decorating stream. Maybe that's what we'll do for the last day. Yeah, so pretty exciting stuff. Let's see. What was I gonna check? Oh, I was gonna check if I can see if my gift goals are going to be available yet. All right, we got 43 people up in here right now. Let's see how the poll's doing. Still only got 7 votes, unless I need to refresh it. Hold on a second. Nope, still 7 votes. I think we were pretty good at guessing, or I need to start like thinking of a different number for each of these things, because y'all are pretty good. Yeah, yesterday we hit our goal of 6K subs. Actually got up to like 30 over 6K already. So we shot up yesterday. I went up, gosh, how many subscribers did I go up? Almost like 50 yesterday. So pretty good. And yeah, yesterday was my most viewed, most liked, most subscribed, most chatted, everything. Live stream yesterday, so that was pretty good. For everybody up in here right now, what color should I make the actual like spool itself to hold the filament roll? Should I do black or gray, or I can do white? Cool. We got almost 50 people in here. Yeah, so let me know. Let me know. I don't know if the chat's working or not. Y'all gotta start talking. Let me know what color we should do for the spool itself. If you guys have any suggestions. I was just thinking black, but I could also do like a gray or a white. I also have sort of a speckled gray that's pretty neat looking. Um, so yeah, let me know what you guys think. Alex the Donut. I got this build plate off of Amazon. It's for the Anycubic Cobra 3 specifically. So if you just look up Anycubic Cobra 3 custom build plate, you can find it on there. It's sort of a dual-sided like pattern build plate, and it actually will leave the pattern on the underneath of the print whenever it's done. So it's pretty neat actually. They have different ones too, different shapes like triangles and different lines, and they have like light effects to them. So like when the light hits it, it'll change colors and stuff. So I had to upscale this thing by 50%. It's kind of a small model. Sunlu, yeah, I love Sunlu's PLA. It's definitely some of the best. Carson, Rainbow, yeah. This one's kind of like a rainbow sort of PLA. It's actually technically only 3 colors, but it's like the 3 primary colors, so it definitely bounces around between all of them. Thank you, Arnold. I appreciate it. But yeah, Sunlu's definitely between like Sunlu, Flash Forge, and like I don't know, maybe eSun. I don't know. There's a couple good filament brands out there. Jack Sturgeon, what's going on? Welcome back to another live stream. All right, so it's starting to do the top layers for the roll of filament. So we're getting ready to change here pretty soon. I got a couple people in here. Everybody in the chat, let me know what color we should do the spool holder color. I'm thinking either black, gray, white, or we could do a like speckled gray kind of thing. Kind of looks, I don't know, more concretey than like filament spool color. I do have some different like speckled rolls and stuff like that too, or a wood peel. Actually, I don't know if I can do wood peel on this one. I probably can't. White. So we can get a couple other people ask to see what color we should do. We could probably just start a poll for it. Carbon, is that a real play button in the back? No. I made that one. I 3D printed it and used the Cricut, and that's how I made it for my 1,000 sub. Yeah, everybody go ahead and vote on the poll so that way we can decide what color we're going to do. We got a pretty good amount of people in here again, 70. I want to change my answer to white. We'll see. White looks like it's catching up a little bit. Gray is definitely in the lead. True Angel says white. A lot of people saying white, though. That's the thing. It's kind of hard. Purple Tux Cat, what's going on? Welcome back to another stream. Oh, now we got white. What is being printed? This is a filament spool ornament, and basically the filament, uh, it's kind of like untangled by one strand, and that strand is going to be the hook for the ornament. All right, so we got 20 votes. I'm gonna call it there because I got to get ready to start that print. So white came in at 40%. We're gonna go ahead and do white. And then this one should take about a half an hour to do, so not too much longer in terms of the print. So here is the filament roll for this ornament. All right. Go ahead and leave that there. So here it is. Let's go ahead and just take off all this excess. And there we go. So this will be the filament spool. And it's cool because it's like a rainbow. So yeah, we'll leave this right here for a second. Let me go ahead and set up the next print. Looks good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Just got to wait for this to heat up real quick. Then we're going to take out this spool, put in the new spool, and then get to printing the next set of files. Will, what's going on? Welcome back to another stream. All right. So I'll leave this here just that way everybody has an idea of what we're doing. Okay, so the filament's out. Let me go ahead and change out this spool real quick. And then we are going to set up the white. All right, so I think the white is all the way through. So now we can go ahead and start up the filament spools. All right. So right now it's currently preparing for the next print. It's actually cooling off the nozzle because it has to do its little nozzle cleanup, and then it's going to reheat and then start working on the spool holder. Z Vizker, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Okay, now it's preheating back up to 220. I like PETG, yeah. I started using PETG a little bit for some more of my prints that need to like utilize that. Shoot. Ink 30, what's going on? Welcome to another stream. Shoot. Let's see how this goes. This first layer is looking a little rough. We'll see how it goes. What's the difference between ABS and PLA? ABS is definitely a lot more heat resistant than PLA. You have to print it at a much higher temperature. It's also a little bit more sorry, I'm on a chat right now with YouTube because I can't set my goals for whatever reason. Anyways, Max VR, what's going on? Basically, the main reason you'd want to use something for ABS is because it is heat resistant. So if you want to use something that is going to either be on something that's going to be hot or left outside, that's like the main difference between that and PLA. Is PLA will literally just start melting, especially if you leave anything in the car or anything like that where it's going to get like really hot. It'll just melt. So that's like the best thing for it. Which is better, PLA or PETG? Just depends on what you need it for. One's not better than the other. It just depends on what you would need to utilize that material for. Basically, if you needed something that was going to be impact resistant, that's the real reason you would use, something with PETG, because it kind of depends too. Like if you're good, like for me, I use PETG a lot for like when I'm printing off parts for the 3D printer. So like on my Cobra S1, I have a 8 color filament hub, so that way I can use 2 Ace Pros, and I use PETG on that one just because it seems to be stronger filament compared to the PLA. The PLA cracks and breaks easier. But yeah, so basically PLA is just really easy to print. PETG and ABS are a lot more difficult to print because you need enclosures or something to keep all that heat in. But the difference between PETG and then ABS and ASA is that PETG is impact resistant, where ABS is heat resistant. So yeah. It's a cheating fighter. No. I got the Cobra S1. Shit, I'm headed for bamboo. Well, do whatever you gotta do, I guess. But as long as you know what you're doing with the 3D printer, it should be good. I use it all the time. Is that a fake 1K YouTube plaque? No. I'm the only one in the world who has a 1K YouTube plaque. Trust me. So what exactly is this? So this is a filament spool holder Christmas ornament. So I printed off this, and this is the actual like filament itself. and that's like the hook, and it'll hang on the tree like that. And then here we're just printing off the 2 spools to go around the filament. So a lot of people think that I only have 25 rolls of filament. That's funny. You said 100? Nice. We'll see. I'll let you guys know at the end. How much was this investment? My 3D printer or like the whole, everything, like my whole channel? Is this one of a kind plaque 3D printed? It might be. It may or may not be 3D printed with using a 3D printer and then also having vinyl from a Cricut and using window tint. Everything. Oh man. So I guess if you're saying yeah. That you're asking how many other people have. Oh shoot. Well, how many rolls of filament do I have? Oh, I guess it does kind of sound like everybody else. Well, I meant me. Whatever. So basically, I don't know how much, to be honest with you. So this wall, obviously, this brick is a backdrop. That was like $50. I think the LED sign was 20. I made that plaque, so that was free. The shelf that it's sitting on is about, I think it was like 180 or something because it's like a multi-shelf unit. And then the printer itself was about 380 when I got it. Because it came with an Ace Pro, so it's a multi-filament printer. Kind of looks like this piece is floating a little bit. Hopefully we'll be all right. So yeah, YouTube things. I'd say probably, I don't know how much money I put into all the YouTube stuff. Yeah, I think I can take this off real quick and show you guys. This is genuine YouTube plaque. That's totally real. I promise. Do you have a dream 3D printer, like one you'd buy if you had a limited money? Either the Prusa XL or the Bamboo H2C. Those are pretty sweet. Also, kind of goes hand in hand with the Snapmaker U1. That's a really good 3D printer that I'd love to have. Yeah. Got the Bamboo X-Ray Carbon. I love it. Yeah. Over reliable, those printers, those Bamboo printers. Dang, this front one is not adhering well to the bed at all. This one might end up popping off. We'll see. Hopefully it can make it through the whole print. Then we'll be fine. How quiet is the Cobra 3? Here, I'll put my mic up to it. It's really not loud at all. I don't know if it sounds loud for y'all, but It's pretty quiet. The loudest part of it is probably the fan. Sky Black, what's going on? Welcome back to another stream. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Yeah, this piece ain't gonna make it, I don't think. We'll see. I'll let it ride. What's the graph? Oh shoot, I didn't even see what you said. Why you not buy Ace Pro? I do have Ace Pro. What's the graph on the back wall represented? It's just a 3D printer, like animation. Just an animation of a 3D printer. You know, going around. I can only do 8 panels. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's Sunday from Deb C. Thank you very much for the Sunday. I appreciate it. I love ice cream. All it is a little like animation of a 3D printer thing that I made. You can get any like these little pixel panels on Amazon and stuff like that. How commonly do you get misprints? Like failed prints? Not too often. I think I've had like 2 or 3 on live before. This one's definitely like not sticking. It might last though. Like it might make it through the entire print, and then I'll just put that on the side that I'm not going to hang it up on. Because luckily this will be like the inside of the roll, so the outside might like push out a little bit from the filament. Ooh, the baby's mom gave me a thumbs up. I give you a thumbs up. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Wasn't sure if it was tied in. Yeah, no, it's just a little sign. It doesn't do anything, just to show like what's going on. Sunday for Sunday. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's check the poll real quick. 100 plus. People think I got 100 rolls of filament. All right. So yeah, at the end of the stream, I'll go ahead and count them up for you guys, and then we can see exactly how many I have. Or I can do it right now. I'll do it real quick. Oh, there it goes. Oh my god. Oh! There's your misprint. So the problem is now is this thing has a lot more layers to go before it's going to complete that one. And it's going to probably mess up a lot more, honestly. So, where are we at? We're at about 50 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and probably stop this. Otherwise, it's going to just be a huge mess. And I can still give it basically the same look that's going to have anyways. Yeah, that would have been a mess. So yeah, in case you're wondering if I ever get any failed prints, I do. But honestly, that might be more from me not prepping the plate properly. I think I did clean it before the plate, but so yeah, I had a good run. So basically, all this would be is the ornament would be like this. And then have a spool. I guess I could show you guys. Have a spool on both sides. So it would be... God, that turned out ugly, huh? Look how ugly that side is. But yeah, basically it would be like this. And it's a little 3D printed spool ornament. I'll make a short out of it. I'll print off the other side in a little bit anyways. Yeah, came out pretty good. All right. So, reprint the spools. Okay, I guess I could. Me uno momento. Okay, so I might end up doing it this way. And then whenever this one starts up, I will go ahead and honestly, it might look better if I do it on the one that it came with. So that way it doesn't have the lines on the spool. So let's go ahead and use this plate. No, it's not going to change anything. The patterns on the plate is just for aesthetic. JFL Welding, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, all that'll do is just give the bottom of the print a cool design. Steal a chicken. Thank you for the 100. I appreciate it. Ooh, we're comboing it. 2. All right, so I'm actually going to adjust the Z offset a little bit. Dang, we got 5 combos? All right, so that should be a little bit better with the Z offset. Go ahead and leave that. Ooh, steal a chicken. 2 high fives. Thank you very much. How many times did you? 14 100s. Dang. I missed all those. Holy crap. Thank you very much. Steal a chicken. I like the name. Beans, what's going on? Welcome to another stream. All right, so this should hold a little bit better. I put a brim on the inner and outer. Purple Cat, thank you for the 100. I appreciate it. Oh, we're comboing it. 2 100s. So I think we should have a much better print now. The build plate adhesion seems to be pretty good. Another 100. Dang. How many combos we got going on there? Oh my goodness, Steal a Chicken and Purple Tux Cat are fighting over sending 100s. I appreciate it very much though. Oh god, now we got 6-7 going on. Purple Tux Cat's coming in the lead. Ah, he knocked Steal a Chicken right out. He's done. Dang. Oh my god. Dang. Look at all these hundos. I love the 100. I love it. So yeah, a little bit longer of a first layer, but I think this will help a lot. All right, so now we're really getting into it. It's gonna start hustling to get these two spool holders done, and we should be a-okay now with the new brim that I put on. It's a pretty extensive brim, so. The pole is pretty like close, all in all. So every time you guys send those little emojis, they pop up in the bottom right, like the little hearts and stuff. Like right now, somebody spam like the little like party cone thing real quick. Nice. Okay. So like, okay. So what other ones can we do? Like, what if you guys start spamming like, I don't know. What are all the ones that you can spam? So we can do hearts, the party cones, a bunch of different faces. Oh God. You're on a plane in Mexico. Well, that's cool. The dinosaur faces, I love those. So what happens if I have everybody right now? Maya, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. If I have everybody right now spam 100, like you're doing right here, just everybody do it though. Like all 50 of you guys spam it at one time, what's gonna happen? Am I just gonna have like a ton of 100s popping up? Or you think it only picks a few at a time? Well, hundo. Okay, so we're doing a lot better this time around, I think. I think we should be a-okay. Those are all the ones that we can do. Okay. So yeah, so if everybody's spamming it all I want, god dang. This is fun. This is cool. So I was actually, I don't know if you guys heard me earlier. I said that I was on chat support with YouTube. Apparently their gift goal thing isn't available for everybody, and they might have like taken it away from some people or something like that. So currently I cannot do any goals. I wish I could do the gift goal because that would be awesome, I think, because especially you guys sending me the 100s and the Sundays and all that stuff. You guys seem to like sending all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and the happy poops and the monster faces and stuff like that. I'd like to be able to have like a goal because you guys, I mean, some of you guys send a ton of these things. I've gotten probably 50, if not more, gifts already. I want to be able to make goals for it. So, yeah, I know.